What's going on, my JMO family? This is your boy Big C, back at you again. Like I always say, can't stop, won't stop. Back at you with another video. We're going to jump right into it. We're not going to hold it up. I'm going to jump right into the video today. Today, I'm going to be reacting to my family, my ESPN family. It's going to be from the first take from Stephen A. Smith, Max, and Molly. This video is going to be on... they're talking about the Pittsburgh Patriots game yesterday. Was that no catch call or that no touchdown call the reason why the Steelers lost the game? So we're gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna talk too much. Let's see what they say. Let's get it.
This is the reason they lost the game. And yes, I understand it's a team game. I am not claiming, I want to be very clear before I explain this, Stephen A. I'm not claiming that this was the only play of the game, that this was a contest where this was the only play. I understand there were also other plays and factors. But here is the fact of the matter. With like 30 seconds left, if that's a touchdown, which it was, should have been, I mean, it was originally, it was a touchdown, then the odds that the Patriots, who need to score a touchdown unless the Steelers miss the extra point, which is very unlikely, score a touchdown to win the game are extremely slight, probably
I didn't get to watch
1%.
the full game.
Now, all
like, I had to
arguments,
walk. I had to leave out. I had to go. I had to leave out.
Blah, blah, blah.
And I didn't get to see what happened. When I left, Pittsburgh was still winning. It wasn't in the fourth quarter, and Pittsburgh was winning.
But
so I didn't get to see
a touchdown.
Oh, I saw it through
now,
preview, of course, but I didn't get to see
clearly
like
it was
the
a
catch
touchdown.
and extra time.
So everyone can understand, because there seems to be a giant problem understanding the rules. Okay, we all acknowledge that one knee equals 2 feet, correct? If your knee's down, right, you're down, correct? He's not down by contact. No one touched him. Now, the idea that you have to have the ball as you continue to the ground, that if the ball comes loose because it hits the ground, you haven't maintained possession, and therefore it's not a completion, is only if he hasn't established himself and made a football play. The knee came down, that's 2 feet. He then extends his arms, not simultaneously. After the knee is down, he extends his arms to break the plane. So he's established possession with the knee. The ball comes forward. If a single atom, if one atom touches the plane, it is then a touchdown. Anything that happens after that is irrelevant. There he is. He's established possession with his knee down. Watch this. Now he's established possession, and now he reaches, and it's a touchdown. The fact that after the fact, the ground causes a fumble or for him to lose possession is irrelevant unless
I know one person who ain't mad. There's Bryant.
That would be different.
Yeah, I remember that play in
that's a touchdown.
Was it NFC title game against Green Bay when that catch, you know, because he didn't have it all the way to the ground. I know Dad's like, hey, I ain't mad. They called me up. They called that an incomplete catch on me. They better call that on Jesse James last night. So I know he ain't salty.
Yes, there were other plays in the game. We acknowledge that. It's like someone saying a must-win game. Well, mathematically, it's not a must-win game. By asking the question, we're acknowledging that. It's a figure of speech. It gets across a point that is more than literal. And that's what we're doing here. That's a touchdown. By the way, it was also called on the field a touchdown, so they need incontrovertible evidence to change it, and by misinterpreting the logic of their own rules, they took it away. That's the play that decided the game.
I don't view it that way.
Like I said, I didn't get to see the last of the game, so I didn't know they called it.
First of all, I'm disgusted with the ruling because it's not a matter of it whether or not it should have been a touchdown to me. It's a matter of the fact that the whole completion was eradicated. Let's analyze it from that standpoint before I get into answering the question directly. He caught the ball with outstretched arms. He pulled the ball in. Then he extended, and that's when the ball came loose. But his knee was down by then. My issue with the play might be different from most people because most people are caught up in whether or not it should have been a touchdown or not. My point is the worst case scenario in all of this should have been that it was at least a completed pass, and no, you didn't get the ball over the end zone, over the goal line. So as a result, we're going to give you the ball at the half-yard line. That would have sufficed for me. If it wasn't a touchdown because, you know, survive the ground rule was applicable here and they didn't believe he had control of the ball, and as a result of it, you didn't call it a touchdown, but you still acknowledge that he caught the ball before extending his arm to the goal line and trying to extend the football over it, so we're going to give you the ball at the half-yard line, then I would have had no problem with it. The rule to me is completely bogus because you completely strip the completion altogether, which I think is just absolutely utterly ridiculous, particularly when it's a running back and all you got to do is penetrate the goal line, and then all of a sudden it's a touchdown. But if your knee is down, it's not applicable there. Well, he caught the pass, the knee was down, and if you want to sit up there and say he didn't survive the ground rule in terms of the extension over the goal line, it's not a touchdown, so be it, but the ball should have at least been at the half-yard line at the very least. But in terms of answering the question directly as to whether or not this indeed was the reason the Steelers lost the game, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that the New England Patriots in their offensive possession to take the lead after being down 24-19 with a little over 2 minutes left, going 80 yards in about 10, what felt like 10 seconds for crying out loud.
I didn't get to see any of this. Like I said, I had to leave. I was watching the game and I had to leave. So I seen previews, of course, but I didn't get to actually see it in real time. So I haven't even watched this debate yet. Like this, I'm watching it with my JMO family. This is live. I'm watching this with y'all guys. So this is my first time seeing the debate. So you know what I'm saying? I did see, like I said, previews of Tom Brady throwing a 26-yard pass to Gronk.
3 for about 68 yards to set up the touchdown, plus a 2-point conversion against a Steeler defense that I have been harping on for the last 6 weeks. That, excuse me, this defense is suspect, this secondary is suspect, and that was before Shazier went down. It was right around the time Joe Hayden went down, which shows you what he could mean to this secondary. But nevertheless, the absence of him, along with the absence of Ryan Shazier, who, by the way, would have been defending Rob Gronkowski instead of Sean Davis, to me, ultimately was the difference in this game, because guess what? As disgusted as I am with this caller's bogus rule, and by the way, somebody needs to explain to me how Mike Tomlin is on the competition committee and somehow, some way this wasn't addressed. Somebody also needs to explain to me why is Ben Roethlisberger winning the ball, but Todd Haley on order
that
from Mike
rule
Tomlin
of hold it down to the ground,
individual that runs a pattern,
that rule need to be changed or looked at, because that's the truth. That rule is a little shaky. It's a little shaky. It's a little Parkinson's in that rule. A little shaky.
Talk about transparency working against you. I think those two things, Rob Gronkowski on that final drive with Tom Brady, combined with the blown spike play that should have been but wasn't, or whatever the case may be, the combination of those two things ultimately overrules anything that happened on that final play. Because if you're Ben Roethlisberger, you are experienced enough to know that even if you didn't spike the ball and ran a play that you didn't want to run because Mike Tomlin insisted, he didn't tell you to throw that damn pass. That's the problem with this game. That's what led to this outcome.
All right. That's it for them. Now it's time for your boy Big C to get into it, how he feel about what they said. Like I said, I didn't get to watch the game. I got previews of it. I didn't get to watch it in live time, like I keep saying. But I kind of agree with both of them. I agree with Stephen A. and Max. Do I feel like the no catch or the no touchdown call was the reason the Patriots won and the Steelers lost? I kind of got to agree with Max and Stephen. Max and Stephen A. My bad, because Max is right. If from what I can see from the previews, it looked like that should have been a catch. He should have been a catch. It should have been a catch. He reached out. It was a slight move in the football when he went down, but okay, it was a move. The ball did move, so okay. But then this is why I agree with Stephen A. They should have just called it with his knee, because his knee went down before the ball went over, or before he landed the ball over the line to try to call it a touchdown. His knee was down. It was evidently down. The rest should have just said, okay, down at the half mark or down at the 1 line, wherever he was at, place the ball there, let Pittsburgh run another play and try to get it in. They probably would have gave Le'Veon a run and play, and they would have ran it in more than likely. That's it. So I got to agree with both of them, Max and Stephen A. Both of them right. Max is right. Because of that being a bad call, they lost the game. I got to agree with Stephen A. Because of them not calling the knee being down and just letting them get another play or two in, they lost the game. So I do got to agree with Stephen A. and I got to agree with both of them. Now, I'm going to lean more towards Stephen A. because I also, after watching previews, Pittsburgh, I think after that call, Pittsburgh just gave up. I'm not going to lie. It looked like they might have just gave up. Because they did let Tom Brady hit Gronk for 2 26-yard passes. 2 of them darts. Boom, boom, boom. And Gronk, 26 yards, 26 yards. You can't do that. I know Sagier is hurt. I know he's out. I know he would have been covering Gronk. I know he's y'all best linebacker. He might be y'all best defensive player on the team. I know y'all need him. And Hayden, Joe Hayden. You know, people slept on him. They thought Joe, especially in Cleveland. Them Browns in Cleveland thought Joe Hayden was getting too old, but when he, you know, that backfield was looking good when he was in there playing before he got hurt. But y'all do got to step up. Pittsburgh, y'all defense has to stop it. If y'all want to win, y'all know the Patriots is y'all biggest competition. Okay, I think they in the AFC. I think they the AFC. Y'all know they y'all biggest competition. Them and Jacksonville could be. I gotta watch out for them a little bit. You know, the defense is legit, but we don't know about that offense. I don't know yet. So I'm not going that far yet, but definitely New England. So you guys know you got to watch out for them. You guys' defense have to be on par. Y'all have to be on point. Y'all know Tom Brady's security blanket is Gronk. Shut Gronk down. Shut him down. 2 26-yard darts? He should not have caught those. He should not have caught those. So I agree with Max and Stephen A. The rest made bad calls, and that did help New England win the game. But I also, like I said, lean towards more Stephen A's response because, like I said, y'all know about these Patriots. Y'all know about the Patriots in Pittsburgh. Y'all got to stop them. Y'all defense got to step up. Even without Sagier, without Joe Hayden, y'all got to step up and stop these boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of New England too, so y'all got to step up. So, my JMO family, it's your turn to shine. Leave a comment in that comment area telling me how you feel. Do you agree with me? Do you think it's all because of the rest of the reason the Pittsburgh Steelers lost last night? Do you think it is because Pittsburgh, their defense also didn't step up? You let me know how you feel. Leave a comment in that comment section. Like I said, I read all my comments. If there's some good comments, I will shout you out in my videos. I appreciate all my JMO family members for watching. My aunties, my uncles, my daddies, my mothers, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, grandma, grandpas out there. I appreciate everybody for watching the videos. If you need to get in contact with me, you can always hit me up on one of my social media pages. Instagram is chris.jmo.87. That's chris.jmo.87. You can look me up on Instagram. And like I said, you can always hit me up here on YouTube. You can always leave me a comment. Before I close out, yeah, y'all see it. Yeah, we 3-game winning streak, people. 3-game winning streak. Jimmy G, baby. Yeah, I had to let y'all see this before I close out my video because, yeah, we on that 3-game. I know 3 games ain't nothing to be happy about and throw a parade over, but, hey, we ain't the Browns. We ain't the Browns. But shout out to all my JMO family again. Thank y'all for viewing the video, and your boy's out.
I just like the sound.